Thank you. Appreciate it. Solid start to our first morning in LA. Big breakfast with the boys.
Basic breakfast.
You know who I am. Come on, what do you mean?
$4.39, but then I'm gonna apply the discount for you.
Awesome, thank you, sir. Currently booking our homes for Zion while Zach monitors the Legacy, gets rid of some coolant issues we've been having, or basically he's fixing stuff in the Legacy while the boys pack the van for roller stay on the way to LA while I book the Zion stay that we're gonna be doing. Zach, while you're climbing up there, what were you just doing in the Legacy?
So we had a couple of hose clamps that were loose, and we knew about them, but didn't want to put a wrench on them because sometimes it gets worse. We've been having some temperatures going up, and we're a little bit worried about it. So I went ahead and tightened them up, and they took like a half of a turn. So I'm glad I did it. We also had a loose connector still in the coolant system. I tightened that up. So just a couple of little checks, nothing crazy, but it's getting hot out.
Yeah.
And temperatures were going up, you know, especially on those uphills where we got high load. Coolant temps got pretty high. We checked with Ryan, and he said 220 we're good. We were touching 220 a couple of times. We turned the heat on in the car when it's already 100 degrees in. No big deal, we're good.
Yeah.
So that was what I was checking
Sweet.
out. Now I'm just going to spray it off with brake cleaner, clean it up, so we got kind of a 0 point check for the leaks for the rest of the trip.
Sweet, sounds good, awesome. We have also now our Zion place booked as well, so we know where we're going, staying in Zion. After this, we're going to San Diego. We can just book any hotel in San Diego. We asked Dustin, so there's no stress there. We're gonna go get some rollers. We're gonna go get some cool, typical LA vibe, scenic stuff for the Cine recap. Tomorrow we'll have a cool cars and coffee type thing with some old JDM cars and hanging out with Larry Chen and possibly our friend Jay. So a lot of cool fun stuff happening in LA so far. And also, my girlfriend flew in today too as well. So she'll be hanging out, we'll get dinner tonight. She'll be with us, the rest of the crew as well. We traded Sebastian's girlfriend for mine. So we're gonna swap out. Boys, healthy check. Oh, well, you can share with the boys.
Overdose on just I'm a big I'm a big boy.
Two.
Sell your house or your Subaru Legacy.
Nope.
That costs
Nope.
just as much as a house.
Nope.
Fast cash.
Nope. It's fast. We're not getting the cash though.
Rolling.
Cool. So we're gonna stop at our first. We're gonna stop at our first location. The minivan trying to keep up with us. We're gonna stop at our first location, which you guys might find familiar. You guys might understand this first location why we're stopping here in LA. We want to stop at all the typical touristy spots in LA. One of the first ones being something that I think you guys might remember from a certain movie or two or three. This intersection in front of us looks like people have done a good amount of damage here. But the first spot we want to stop at is the infamous Bob's Market from Fast and the Furious, tuna no crust with the car.
The destination is on your right.
Super cool to get in front of. I know they have, what's that say?
Arrive.
The green say on the ground there? Behind us, there's something.
15-minute limit.
Oh, chilling. So the first spot we want to park at is Bob's Market with the Legacy, because this will be so sick. I think the car behind us is about to move, so we'll grab their parking spot in a second. I tried to ask for the tuna.
No crust.
So you guys might be familiar with the location that we're currently at, Bob's Market from Fast and the Furious movies. It's cool. We asked if we could park outside and take some pictures. They're cool with it. But we're stopping at a few like iconic locations. Right up the road is actually Toretto's house from Fast and the Furious that I've been to. I've been to these spots before. I've been to them with other cars, shooting other cars here. But to have my own car here at the Fast and Furious spot, the Bob's Market, is super cool. And we're gonna drive up outside of Toretto's house too, up the road, which will be really neat as well. And then we're gonna hit some other few iconic locations. But this is probably one of the cooler spots that you guys will recognize. And to have my car here from New York, here in LA is the other craziest thing to even think about. That we drove all the way across the country to even get here and get a shot like this. So Sebastian grabbed a few photos, we'll grab some footage, and then we'll move up over to Toretto's house.
Chris, that's your car.
No, we just got all cleaned up with the McGuire's quick detailer. We're gonna grab some quick flicks of it here for the video. And we'll move on to Toretto's house, which is coolly up the road. Coolly?
Really? Yeah.
Not going where we did.
Your car's in California. That dude's on a dirt bike with no helmet. What a G. Have any beer you want, as long as it's a Corona.
What'd you get, Zach?
I got tuna no crust.
Oh, this guy. Total dad move. Sweet. All right, you guys know where we got to stop next. Infamous Toretto's house. And yes, it's still in one piece. We've been here before, again, like we mentioned, with some other cars, but never my car outside the house. So that's really cool. Our car here from New York is outside Toretto's house. You guys know, obviously, this is from Fast and the Furious, just like Bob's Market, which is literally just right down the road. If you guys have never been to California or LA and you've never been, or you've obviously seen the Fast and the Furious movies, the houses are literally, Bob's Market and Toretto's house are literally right down the street from each other. It's just super cool. So we got some shots here of the car right outside the house. I did stall about 15 times trying to come up the hill, but you know, we won't talk about that.
They don't even actually live here.
Wait, are you serious? That's even worse.
Look at this guy modeling some freaking hand gloves. Think he's real slick, huh?
Yes, and see, they clearly have the driveway blocked off because they get a lot of people trying to park in their driveway, so they have it blocked off with signs and recycling stuff. But Toretto's house, Fast and the Furious, kind of iconic in our whole scene and culture, so it's cool to stop here and see this with my car out front over there. Obviously there's nowhere to park out front because they probably keep these cars parked out front so people don't park out front anymore or whatnot, but it's cool nonetheless to see the car here and have it here. Obviously the garage isn't back there. They were saying that the garage is actually from like somewhere else in LA, but similar neighborhood. Definitely a cool experience parking my Legacy outside of Toretto's house in Fast and the Furious. Right now we're gonna keep on moving. We're gonna keep chugging throughout LA. We're gonna go down to Lower Grand. We'll get some cool typical Lower Grand shots. We're gonna go through the 2nd Street tunnel. We're gonna go 4th Street Bridge and then try to knock out some rollers around LA at some point, or it's probably gonna get closer to rush hour at that point. So we'll see. We're gonna try to get some rollers at some point. But we're gonna go through Lower Grand. We could probably do some slow rollers through there. Here we are officially in LA. You can see the courthouse, everyone's skating over there. We have, I think, the Disney building, whatever that may be up there. I totally forget at this point. But we're in LA, cruising through. Temps are chilling, which is nice. Boys are moving. Okay. Oh, we're chilling. I'm good. I'm good. So we're at Lower Grand right now. We're trying to get some shots of the Legacy pulling up down through the sunbeams that are coming through right now. It's a little bit of dust that's picking up, giving us some cool sunbeams. So Zach's gonna whip the Legacy around and grab a shot. We're gonna get a shot of him pulling in, which should be really dope. I'm gonna try to do it in slow motion, so let's see how this goes.
And I have the switch inside my car, so only one works at a time.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Wow,
just,
that's how to be low key. That's so hard.
That's a good way to hide his exhaust. He's got one exhaust that's pretty much straight pipe, and the other one's a muffler, and he has a little switch to go between them. That's so smart.
that's like either you work with the police or you've donated a lot of money to the fund.
All right, so we finished up getting some cool shots here at Lower Grand. We're gonna try to squeeze in some quick slow motion rollers through here, some like dramatic slow motion rollers. Film it at like 48 or 60 frames per second. And then we'll try to move on to a few other shots and be wrapped up somewhat early today. Again, there's only a few things we want to get here in LA, and tomorrow we'll hang out with Larry, trying to go to a cruise to meet with him and do like a small mini autofocus episode on with him, which should be cool. And then we leave Monday morning to go to Zion. We've said that a billion times. So Lower Grand, LA, we had to. All right, so we're pretty much done on Lower Grand. We got two cool rollers. We got one through the sunlight that was down there, and we got one pull away cool around the light down there. Now we're setting up for some follow shots. We're gonna go through the 2nd Street tunnel. We're just gonna follow the Legacy through there and get some cool shots of it going around that iconic tunnel that you'll see. And we got the camera centered in the middle of the hood. We wiped off the car. You guys can see where we stopped wiping with Meguiar's. We use their window cleaner and their quick detailer on the hood, so we get a good suction on the hood and windshield. So make sure you always clean the surfaces you're using. If you suction cup to your car, if you're doing suction cup camera mounts, these are just Manfrotto Avenger suction cups. This is a Kupo cup and a basic triangular mounting system right here with Zach's A7. And then, yeah, always make sure you clean your surfaces, and make sure you also clean them with Meguiar's.
Hey, turn around here, actually. Yeah, exactly the one.
Got some cool rollers past some of the Walt Disney Concert Hall and whatnot. We're gonna head back to the hotel now. We got some cool front rollers as well through the 2nd Street tunnel and whatnot. We're pretty much chilling. We have some good LA footage. You don't want to overdo it. We got some cool splits as well, which is something we've been lacking, so we wanted to get more of those. Now we're gonna head back to the hotel, probably grab some food, chillax, editing, and all that good stuff tonight. All right, that's it for today's trip in LA. We're back at the hotel. We're gonna hang out for a little bit, get some dinner and whatnot. But that's it. Tomorrow we go hang out to a few cars and coffee, so that should be fun. And then after that, we move on to San Diego. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you to Meguiar's, Grease Monkey Gloves, and Black View for making this trip possible. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everyone that's showing them love on their socials, commenting on Black View, Meguiar's, Grease Monkey Gloves posts, following them, showing them that this road trip is all worth it for them to collaborate with me with you guys, going back and showing them just the same amount as love. And you guys are also loving all the actual posts that we're putting out, the sponsored posts on Instagram because of the trip. So thank you guys for appreciating those and liking those and showing those love. I'm sure I'm doing more Reels too on Instagram. Those are doing really well. So I'm gonna upload some videos to Reels. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, tell your friend, tell your mom's friend, tell everyone about the road trip, tell them what we're doing. We still have half the trip to go. We're in LA, we still gotta do the other loop back to New York. So a lot more cool, fun content to come, lots of amazing collaborations to come as well. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.